Hey, what's up? Ian here, and this is the FiiO BTR17. This is a portable Bluetooth dongle DAC amplifier for headphones and earphones. And retail price for this is $200 US. It's available on FiiO's website. So if you want to find out more, do check out the unaffiliated link in the description below. So as you can see, I've taken it out from the box, I've listened to it, I've tested it, and I've compared it with other dongle DACs, and I'm here to share with you guys my thoughts and opinions about this portable Bluetooth dongle DAC, so that you guys can make an informed decision if you so decide, or you're thinking about getting this BTR17. So let's first start off with the accessories and the box. So this is the retail box that it comes in. Very nice little box. Inside you get some schematics of BTR17. You get a QR code, I don't know what it's for, and of course a quick start guide. Okay. On top of that, you get this USB-C to USB-C cable for you to connect this BTR17 as wired dongle DAC to your source, be it your phone, your laptop, whichever. And of course, you come with this protective leather case. This will protect your BTR17 from scratches, from knocks, and it comes with a lanyard D-ring here, and at the back here you get a strap so that you can connect this or strap this to your belt and button it. Okay, this is a button, by the way, or maybe your backpack, you know, the straps of your backpack. Okay, so that's the accessories. Now let's talk about the device itself. First, let's go through the specs on this, the basic specifications. The USB chip on this is the XMOS XU316, and the DAC chip on here can decode up to 768 kilohertz at 32-bit. It can decode DSD as well, up to 512 native, and also for MQA it can do full decoding. And this is a driver-free mode. So basically USB 1 and USB 2. For USB 1, you can actually connect this to your Switch, your Xbox, your PS5, and you can even connect to your phone. It's actually, you can use it as a hands-free kind of thing, right? So this has got driver-free. The Bluetooth chip on this is the flagship Qualcomm QCC5181, meaning is top of the line. It's got the latest Bluetooth version, which is 5.4, and the Bluetooth codec that this can support is AAC, SBC, aptX-X, aptX-X Adaptive, aptX-X Lossless, aptX-X HD. All the aptX-X is supported on this, and on top of that, it can support LDAC, meaning this can support wireless, high-res, lossless audio. Sounds good, yeah? So the DAC chip in here, the DAC chip is also the latest from ESS, which is the ES9069Q, and on the display itself, it's a 1.3 inch 240 by 240 color IPS screen. Now battery is somewhere around here, and as you can see, there's a slight slope up. The battery is here, and this battery can last about 8 hours if you are streaming on LDAC, and to charge this back up it takes about 2 hours. Okay, now let's talk about the power output for this. And as you can see, there are two headphone jacks here. One is the balanced 4.4 mil, and the other is the normal 3.5 mil output headphone jacks. And let's say the balance output, that okay, so there's a few power outputs for this, and the best output, the most you can get right out of this dongle, is to connect it to a desktop power adapter, right? So let's say you're connected to desktop power through this power in. Okay, so it will draw power from the adapter and boost that power out to your headphone, and you must go into desktop mode. So this will have a desktop mode as well. So if you flick it on, okay, it will then give maximum power out from whichever headphone jack you are connected to. So let's say you are connected to the balance output, it will give you 650 milliwatts of power on each channel. So both channels add together is about 1300 milliwatts of output. Okay, and that is at 32 ohms. As for the single-ended, that is 280 milliwatts per channel. Okay, so that's roughly the power output of this Bluetooth dongle DAC. Okay, so pretty powerful. Now in terms of the weight, this is about 73 grams. It's not the lightest, but it's actually pretty reasonable because, you know, this is a Bluetooth dongle. It's not just a normal wired dongle that you see here. So yeah, it's pretty reasonable in terms of the weight. Dimensions also is quite big. It's not the smallest as compared to the KA17. As you can see, it's almost double the size of the KA17. So yeah, I mean, it's a Bluetooth dongle. This one will go on your body, whereby let's say your device or your DAP is in your backpack. Okay, now this comes in two colors, black and blue, and the one that you're looking at right now is the black color, which is really nice and really elegant. The blue color is also pretty nice, but as you guys know, I don't get to choose what color gets sent to me. Alright, so that's the overall specs of this. Now let's go for design and the overall build quality of this device. This is actually very well built. It's made of aluminum shell, and it's got a nice button on the side here. Now this is a knob, right? This is a knob, and it's a multi-function infinite knob. So when you press this knob, it will play and pause your music. So let me bring in my M15 here. As you can see, it's now paused. When I press this button, it will play my track. So it's a multifunction knob. At the same time, it's knurled, and every turn, the volume increase or decrease is very intentional. It goes by one step, and it prevents accidental turn of the knob, as you can see. So when I turn this knob, as you can see, I turn it really fast. The volume does not decrease immediately, or when I turn it up really fast, it does not increase immediately. So this function here will protect your hearing from accidental turn. So let's say this is in your pocket and then you accidentally turn it rapidly, the volume does not increase immediately to maximum. Right, so very good on that. Now on this side here, you get a microphone, power button, forward button, plus the PEQ button. So this has got a built-in PEQ. At the same time, if you are paired with your FiiO player and you go to the FiiO control app, which is this one on here, you can actually customize this BTR17 for all the PEQs. So you have 10 custom settings for PEQ. At the same time, you have I think 7 presets, jazz, classical, dance, pop, whichever. So it's quite a lot of PEQ, 10 band PEQ. Below that, you have your pairing. If you press twice, you go into pairing mode, or you just press once, you skip to the next song. Okay, now below that is two switches. So the first switch is a Bluetooth switch. So this switch, right, you can change into three modes, right? So currently I'm in a Bluetooth mode, obviously. So my song is being transmitted via Bluetooth to this receiver here, and it's pumping out the music to my earphones, right? So that's Bluetooth mode, very straightforward. But you can also switch to PC mode. So when you're in PC mode, it will show here an icon here, a PC mode, and you connect this through the wire to your device, and it becomes a desktop DAC amplifier. Okay, that's pretty straightforward. And if you're connected to the power, a separate power, it will not draw power from your laptop or your whatever device that you're connected to, if let's say you are in PC mode. Now next would be the phone mode. So if you're in the phone mode, if you're connected to your phone, your mobile phone, be it Android phone or your iPhone, it will draw its own power. Okay, so there's a built-in battery here. It will draw power from its built-in battery and not draw power from your phone and drain the power from your phone. So very good three modes here. And below that is the desktop mode. So pretty obvious. But in order for the desktop mode to be enabled, you need to be connected to a power source, right? So that's why below here there are two USB-C ports. One is data and power, whereby if you are connected to your PC, this is the port that you're going to connect to. In fact, if you're connecting to any device, this is the port that you connect to. This power in is only, transmitting power, right? It's only for power. There's no data here. Okay. And on this side here, there's nothing, which is pretty good because I usually hold this on my left hand, and in my palm, this part here touches my thumb area, and I'm not accidentally pressing on anything here. And on this side is all the buttons where my fingers are, so I can play and pause my music without looking at this device. Okay, so very nice and ergonomic. The back here is really nice. I like the leather at the back here. All right. So that's the overall feature on this. Now let's talk about the sound of this. I think main thing is the sound. It's very powerful. So how does it sound? So how did I test? I tested this with a wired connection to my player, right, to my phone. So I have my earphones here, and this is the FiiO FH19. Pretty easy to drive, but it's a pretty good reference. I didn't change my headphone, I didn't change my cable. Now this cable is a very high-end cable. This is a USB 4 C4 cable. This is actually a very high-end cable whereby it transmits 240, or it carries 240 watts of power maximum, and also 40 gigabits of power of data. All right, so very nice cable. I would recommend you guys to invest in a custom cable, a custom data cable, so that you get maximize whatever is being transmitted out from your device to your Bluetooth dongle or to your dongle. All right, so let's talk about the sound. This is more of a balanced sound. This actually is warm. It's a little bit fun. It's not exactly fun, but it's a little bit fun and casual sounding type of tuning. So I would say this is more for the normal audiophiles. I would say, well, not all of us are audiophiles, but for normal listening, most of pop songs or mainstream music can play well on this device. Okay, but again, you can actually play around with the PEQ, and you can actually change the overall PQ and the EQ of the music that you're listening to. So yeah, that's pretty flexible. But when I listen to this, I listen to it without the EQ turned on. Okay, so in terms of the tone and timbre, as I mentioned, it's warm, it's fun, and it's casual sounding. The bass is really good. All right, so very firm bass. All right, very firm bass. I'll compare with my other dongles here later, but in terms of the bass, right, this is a very firm bass, not as powerful as the KA17, but it's a very strong rumble, a very prominent rumble, and the mid bass is very punchy. It punches out really well with the power that it produces. Okay, the mids are a little bit recessed, but not as recessed as some of the dongle DACs here, but it's a little bit recessed. So I would say it's more of a balanced tuning, as I mentioned, and instruments and vocals, they're not as forward as I would like, but it's expected from a balanced tuning. And treble is actually very smooth on this. It's not offensive, it's not fatiguing, it's not harsh. So it's a very I would say safe kind of tuning for the treble. So those who are sensitive to treble, this is actually pretty good, right? So overall, I would say the sound on this is clear. The technical performance of this is really fantastic. On wire, right? I tested it with wire, and also tested it with Bluetooth, right? The main thing of this is the Bluetooth function, and I listened to high-res audio on this with my DSD files, right? So basically my files are all bit perfect, okay, and it's transmitting LDAC, using LDAC. So let me just turn on the Bluetooth, and it's connecting now. As you can see, my song is in LDAC, right? It's transmitting through LDAC on DSD. So DSD, 1 bit, is actually decoding my DSD in 1 bit. And when I listen to my songs, it's crystal clear, as if I'm wearing, I'm using a wired connection to my M15. So this, Bluetooth now is advancing so much that you can't really tell the difference between a wired listening session and a wireless listening session. Okay, so overall, I would say $200. It's all right. It's a little bit on the high side when it comes to Bluetooth, right? Compared to the BTR13. BTR13 is budget, right? It's budget, but you get what you pay for, right? So $200 is actually pretty reasonable for a Bluetooth and portable dongle DAC amplifier. All right. Now let's compare it with some of my other FiiOs here. So let's compare it to the obvious, which is the KA17. Now both of this is, in terms of the technical performance, this is a little bit better because this is wired, right? So in terms of soundstage, the overall clarity, the overall resolution, this is a little bit better. And the power output as well, right? Power output for this is a little bit better. But when it comes to tone and timbre, both are actually very similar. The bass, the mids, and the treble, they both sound very similar. To me, I can hardly tell the difference. It's just that this would sound a bit more resolute than this BTR17. Okay, so very comparable. The advantage of this is that this is wireless. This doesn't have wireless. Okay, and the screen is bigger as well, right? Now let's compare it with the KA13. Now KA13 is almost opposite in terms of sound. The sound on this is more thin. It's thinner. It's leaner. It sounds more reference. It's not as warm as the BTR17. Overall resolution on this is also not as resolute as the BTR17. Even using I'm using wireless on this and wired on this. In that comparison, it's not fair comparison, but this would sound much more resolute than this KA13. Okay, so this I can't compare with that. Okay, next would be the BTR13. So the BTR13 also, again, you get what you pay for, right? So this is plasticky. It feels light. It feels cheap. This is a Bluetooth dongle, a Bluetooth DAC amplifier, right? Similar to the BTR17. So in terms of overall technical performance, this is so much cleaner, better, and overall details on this, oh man, much better than this. But this and this one sounds a little bit warmer as well, a little bit warmer than the BTR17. Overall, I would say, yeah, it's not really comparable, but I will anytime choose this BTR17 in terms of sound quality. Now, last is this the KA15. So this KA15 is the warmest of them all. This is the warmest that I can compare, and it's also the least resolute as compared to all this. Maybe the warmth itself makes the overall tuning very smooth. This is the smoothest, by the way, in terms of the overall sound, the tone and timbre. This is the smoothest, the warmest, the most textured, and overall the most casual tuning of all the dongle DACs that in terms of FiiO that I have here. So I would say this BTR17 compared to all these dongle DACs that I've compared, this is somewhere just below the KA17, and for the fact that this has got Bluetooth, it's just above the KA17 in terms of overall package, right? For $200, this is a very affordable package. If you want to compare it in that way, yeah, compared to wireless, this is a very affordable package, and it's top of the line. It's Bluetooth 5.4. It can decode all the lossless codecs that you can find, even LE audio as well. If your device supports LE audio, this for future updates, right? Future software updates, this can support LE audio codec as well. Okay, right. So that concludes my overall comparison with the rest of the dongle, and also my thoughts and opinions about this BTR17. And I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up, and also please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I hope you guys have a great day ahead, and I'll see you again in my next video. Cheers.